Hey guys, today's Saturday. It's the beginning of a long weekend here in Canada. Hopefully long enough to get some progress done in the van. Myriam's not here because she's back in France with family, and so I will be basically doing what we've talked about in either the previous video or before in that video. I don't know how we're gonna edit it. Some more framing. Hopefully getting the roof done this weekend. I'm pretty happy because it's been pouring like crazy the past couple of days and the fan has been holding on pretty well. There's no sign of water leaking through the sealant or whatever, so pretty happy about that. Okay, long weekend ahead, but first I need coffee in my system. The tests are finished and I think the results are pretty satisfying. Hold on, let me take these off. So what I've been doing is make these cuts. I don't know if you can see, I guess you can see. Make these cuts right here. The idea is to have them fit right there. So as you can see, that fits. I even have a little gap, so I guess on my actual cut, I'll be able to cut a little less to make sure it's the closest to the middle as possible. I have this to do twice, right there and right there, because I want to have a stud that goes from the back of the van here all the way across the green tape. So 1, 2, and then stop right there. This was my test. I'm gonna have to cut, I wanna do it in one piece. So I'm gonna cut one big piece, use this template, and then I've also tried this little guy right there at the end. See, I still have a little gap, so I made another Sharpie indicator to tell me that I did my test a little too big, so I can cut less wood in my actual stud. So this is the real thing. Let's give it a try. Let's go. This is the final results right there. Now all I have to do is glue this to the ceiling, to the middle, and then put, I guess, 4 screws, 2 on each middle studs that I've just showed you. And all the way at the end, I think I'm gonna put an L bracket. So I'll give it a try, and let's hope that sticks. Let me show you what it's like. So we've got that L right here that's holding this piece right there. Then we have our cuts right there with 2 screws, and I'm trying but it's not going anywhere. And then we have this one, same thing, 2 screws. And what I'm a little worried about is this part, because this is glued to the metal right here, but that's it. I've put in this one as a support so it can hold. Next step is do the same thing as here for the kitchen cabinets. Some more testing, some more cutting, some more drilling, some more work. It's all fun. I had to make some adjustments on the cuts here because the gap between the metal stud here and the roof is bigger. On the other one, this one touches this side, this section, which is lower than this section right here. And so the idea here, what I want to do is put this extra piece of wood here. This one is actually going to be glued to the roof like we did with the other, and this one will be glued to this one, which will be screwed to this one. This is what I want it to look like. See, there's no gaps. This one will be screwed here, and everything up here will be glued together. Here's what it looks like. So right here, again, 2 screws. This is not moving, this is not going anywhere. All this is glued right there. This is glued, this is glued right there, all the way to here, where we have 2 other screws right there, again, not going anywhere. So all that part is fine. And it's here that it gets a little bit tricky. So all of this here is a longer part that doesn't have any support. And so the piece right here, the darker piece, is glued to the ceiling, that's fine. Here it's kind of coming off because of this. You see there's a difference of levels between here and here. There's kind of a slope, and I didn't account for that, so that's my bad. And all this piece right here is moving. So that's fine. So I switched. You saw before this stud right here, it's another one that still holds the glue, the piece of wood here that's gluing to the metal. I actually took this stud off, and this one holds pretty well. Pretty happy about that. And I was able to find another one for here, the part that I'm most concerned about. So eventually, this is what it's going to look like. And here you'll have the end of the cabinet here. With this stud, you have the support, like it's not moving. But hopefully tomorrow when I come back, this piece right here will actually stick to the ceiling. So next, I'll keep working on the cabinets, at least the framing of the cabinets. I'm gonna work on this part right here. So the green tape will be the rest of the frame of the cabinet. So this one, and same thing over there, this one. And so the 2x2s that I have would, I think, fit perfectly. I just have to do a little trimming on one of the edges. I think that's it for today. I'm gonna call it a day. And I actually have some editing to do while I'm talking to you. We have 3 videos that were shot, but we just didn't have time to edit. Good morning, people. Day 2 of the long weekend here in Canada. It is a beautiful day outside, so what better ways to spend it than inside a tiny van? Let's check on our studs from yesterday. Let's see what happens if I pull this away. Hey! it worked. All right, I'm gonna leave it here for now. This guy I think is doing pretty well. Yeah, this guy's not going anywhere. It's not. Yeah, this one's perfect. All right, I think I'll be able to remove this one today. Maybe switch with this one because I'm actually gonna need it to do the remaining of the cabinet frames right there, here and over there at the bed. Let's do this. So, as usual, when I start my day, I spend too much time trying to figure out something that's actually pretty dumb. So here, I want to put a 2x2 stud right there, all the way here. But this is not actually 2 inches. There's like this little slope right there. You can see it's not straight right here. And so I was trying to figure out a way to cut a little piece of wood along my stud to make it fit and so that it's straight. And so I tried hand sewing, I tried the jigsaw, I tried the circular saw, when really all I had to do was just use this. Took me 2 minutes and it's done. So 30, I don't know, maybe almost 45 minutes of thinking for 2 actual minutes of what I should have been doing since the beginning. Anyway, the stud is ready. I'm just gonna fix it and then I'll move on to the kitchen one and do the same thing. Day 3 of the long weekend here in Canada. Yesterday the battery died, so I'm gonna show you real quick what I did and the results from yesterday. As you can see, some more pieces of wood on the wall. I've added these here for support when we're gonna put the paneling. So the paneling is gonna come all the way from here to here. It's gonna be one big piece of plywood that's gonna take the entire wall, behind the wheel as well, but I'll have to deal with that later. So the entire panel here, and so these will add support. I had to use some L's, I think. I don't know if they have a name, but let's just call them L's. And the trick was, I used one over there as well, but here, as you can see, there's a hole in the metal, so I had nothing to fix the L to, and so I've put this little piece of wood, I've screwed it here, and so yeah, not moving, all good. The first frames of the bed are in place. I've used this, I think it's 1x4 that I had left from some project I had someday at some point, can't remember. So these will hold the bed platform right there. Heading to Home Depot, doing the first electrical, I think, today. Well, not actually, I'm just gonna buy this stuff, like the black tubes right there, and put them all over in the walls, just so we know where our electrical is going to be, where our wires will need to go. That's it, let's go. I think you can tell it's a long weekend and today's a holiday. That parking lot is empty. It was full yesterday, Sunday, but now it's empty. Awesome. No wonder the parking lot was so empty. Home Depot is actually closed. Well, it's not technically closed. It's open, but it's only the garden center that's open, like the outside, like plants and all this. And I don't care about plants right now. We're not at the plant staging phase yet. So I guess I'll have to work with what I have. I still have, I think, some framing to do. Oh yeah, no, I have something to figure out. So we're gonna have long pieces of wood across the ceiling, and they're gonna need support right here because they're gonna be screwed here, here, here on all the metal struts, and here there's nothing. This is the roof and I can screw to the roof, so I need something here to hold the ceiling. I guess that's my mission for this morning. All right, here's what I did. This is currently gluing to the ceiling. These little buddies here are helping it stick. Crossing fingers, hope that sticks. I think I'll let it stick for as long as it's needed. Maybe a day, maybe two. Maybe I'll let this truck pass by. There we go. Let's say this is our roof, our ceiling, sorry. They're gonna be screwed here and right here. That's the support they'll need to go all the way to the end. And so I actually have to put kind of the same thing at the end here, right there. So not this one, because it's a little bit too thick, but another one. So I'll figure out what I have and get to it. So that was pretty easy. A couple of screws later and we're all set. So the rear of the van will have this support for the ceiling. See, just screw right here, one right there. I use these little, like, you know, you see the little metal piece over there? That's it. And so now, let's say this is our ceiling panels. This is gonna come right here and all the way here. It's perfectly leveled. So of course there's gonna be the insulation on the actual ceiling. Pretty happy. We have the rear and the front of the ceiling that have support now. We're pretty much good to go. Nice. Okay, I need to stop saying okay every time I start filming. Okay, so this was a shorter day than expected. Home Depot was closed, so I couldn't do anything I had planned. It's a beautiful day outside, so I guess that's also a sign telling me to enjoy my day off. So I'll go home, like do a big long walk with Philibert, enjoy the sun, get some rest, get some editing done, because we still have 3 videos that needs to be edited, excluding this one, so that's actually 4 videos. I called Myriam, told her and showed her the progress. We're pretty much on track with what we wanted to do this weekend, so that's good. I don't know when's the next time I'll be working on the van, but I guess that'll be another video. Maybe we'll work on the bed or on the flooring. We cannot wait to receive the windows, because once we get the windows, that means we can start thinking about insulation and doing the spray foam. And this is exciting, because once we do the spray foam, then we can get on a roll doing the paneling, doing the cabinets and all of that. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Subscribe, like the video, follow us on Instagram, check out the description for all the information and everything we did, and just ask us any question you have. Hopefully that'll help. Bye guys.